Hey, what up, YouTube? It's your boy, BULLBOYKENNELS. Yeah, BULLBOYKENNELs. Hopefully this will be a quick video. Just a little quick comparison and shit. But what I wanted to talk about here is about two different mouse pads. At least the two that I have been using. Actually, the only two gaming mouse pads I've used at all. You know, I haven't used any other gaming mouse pads at all. But first, let me talk about the one that I started out using, which is the Razer. Oh damn! I shocked my damn self. The Razer Vespula. I do like this mouse because it is like, like the surface is really slick, and the main part because I tend to keep my wrist on the edge of the desk. I always keep it on the edge and shit. So I really like the addition of the the padding and shit. So it helps out, especially with the mouse. I don't really need a big area, so this area is actually good enough for how I play and shit. So that's definitely what's up. It does have two different sides to it. It has a smooth side and then more of a rough side. So that's cool. The only thing to keep in mind though is, some people haven't had this issue. I did. I know someone else that had told me they had the same issue as well. And that is that it wears out the feet on the bottom of your mouse pad. So that's something to keep in mind, that it could happen to you or it may not. I know for this mouse here, it done wore the fuck out of my feet, but it was after several months of using it and shit. It wore out the feet, but so I actually have to order new feet for this one. The only problem is to order fucking feet. The shipping costs more than the damn feet. That's why I haven't done it yet. So that's just a quick overview on what I think about this mouse and what I like and what I dislike. Like I said, I like the smooth surface, so it makes it really slick for moving your mouse and stuff. So that's definitely a plus for people that like quick, smooth or super slick movements. As I said, the new one I did get was this SteelSeries. What the hell is it called? QcK Heavy. I think I'm saying that right. So this is the real big giant ass mouse pad. As you can see, it goes way over here and way over. It takes up a big ass portion of the desk. But I knew this up front, which is why I got my keyboard sitting up top. So it actually, this ain't messed up. It's just the way it's sitting on this padding that kind of like, this top part is lifted up a little bit, but that's only because it's sitting on the padding. If not, it's flush. So I ended up getting this one because I don't know if I can get in really good, but you can see that's pretty damn thick as far as the padding is concerned. And the reason I went with the XL is because of the or XL or heavy, whatever they want to refer to it as, is because of the thickness. And again, it's because I play with my wrist basically on the edge of the desk. So even when I'm playing, I'm usually like, my wrist is like really like right there, like boom. Like that's how my wrist is and shit, like right on the motherfucking edge. So this is how I normally be playing this shit, like which is why I like this claw style, or not claw style, but palm style mouse, because I can keep my hand like this and boom, and just be like da 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 da. So I actually thought it was gonna take me a while to get used to this mouse pad because it's more of a clothy material and shit. But be quite honest, I actually got used to it pretty quickly, and I actually went back to playing with this one to see which one I preferred. And while I like the smoothness of this one, I actually have better control movement wise with the cloth one, which is kind of weird because you would actually think it would be more with the one that's more of a slicker ass surface. So yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. That's kind of my look, my overview of the two mouse pads. You know, like I said, I'm the type of person, I play with my wrist on the end, like on the literally on the end of the damn desk. So that's why I went with the thick one and not the thin one. Even though the thin one, circumference wise, would have been fine, because you know the spacing that this uses is perfectly fine for me as well. But you know, I wanted something a little bigger, but still maintain that thickness to add a little support to the wrist though, because you know that's just how my old ass, you know, be playing and shit. Keep in mind, you know, I don't play with my arm up, or I'm getting too old for all this shit. I gotta keep my shit on the edge. You know, the least amount that I need to move my hand or up or down or whatever is how I want to play. So yeah, like I said, it's not nowhere near as slick as that surface, but I actually did get used to it like very, very quickly, and I really been enjoying playing with this SteelSeries QcK heavy mouse pad. So if you guys are are looking to get a mouse pad, gaming mouse pad, depending on your needs, if you're like me, play on the edge. Something thick like this would be good, because like I said, I keep it all the way to the edge of the desk, and it hasn't hurt my wrist at all. Or even something like this would be a good choice, where it has the padding, which is pretty thick, and you can keep your your wrist elevated on it, so you don't get any of the carpal tunnel. I know back in the day when I used to work in annuities accounting, did a whole lot of bunch of number shit, cutting checks out and stuff. So, did I get out of focus? Yeah, I did. But yeah, I ended up getting carpal tunnel one time, and I had to wear the damn brace and shit. And it's because of the way I kept my wrist all the time, really not moving. Plus, I always kept it on the edge. It's just how how I do. But yeah, so if you're looking to get in the mouse pad, these are two good options to go with. Either Razer or Vespula. Just keep in mind, it may or may not wear out your mouse feet, because it wore out mine. I know another person that wore out his, but yeah, my buddy that has the same mouse and the same mouse pad doesn't have that issue. So maybe, maybe he picks up his mouse more. I don't know. I kind of drag mine. But, that's what it is. Anyway, it's your boy BULLBOYKENNELS, and as always, keep them scratching. Peace.